Hey, it's Sunday. It must be the 12th according to Timex. What do we got? 70 degrees out. We've been like 85 and above the last few days. And it was nice. We got the hay down. I got it put in. Of course, sitting in a hot box and sitting on the skid steer, heat of the day. But look, no pile. And of course, in the process of getting stuff done in the back barn, I got to move the grain totes around. Two of them were empty, so I filled them this morning. I don't know if you can see it on the ground or not. It's kind of crusted and there's little pock marks all over. 2 or 3 times last night, I could swear that I heard rain hitting the roof. Well, apparently I did. So, yay. Not that it's much, but a little update on this thing in case I hadn't told anybody yet. I did actually finally find some cables. Locally, but not locally. The shop I took them to, they sent it to an outfit that said, oh, no, we can't make it, but we know someone who might be able to. And with the COVID-19 crap, the outfit that, quote, might be able to, was going to be shut down for 2 weeks. And so the other company was going to have to describe it to them over the phone. Well, okay, that can be done, especially when you know what you're talking about. $267 plus shipping per cable. Well, that ain't flying. I keep finding them around $100, give or take. I just haven't been able to, find the right one. Found some that were the right one, but way too short. And they didn't offer links long enough. You just keep looking through Google Images on the phone and you finally find one that, God, it's got the right ends. Let's go for it. Outfit called Summit Hydraulics. Don't quote me on every place there. I think they're in Pasco, Washington. And they've got another store in Washington. And then they've got one, I think it's in Southeast Oregon. So, it's not that far away. Free shipping. What I measured on these from end of sheath to end of sheath is 96 inches. Well, okay. They're showing an overall length of 98 inches. I think we can deal with if it's a couple inches short. The throw is on the short side of what this needs, but it should work. As long as the cable doesn't have any slop in her, it should be fine. I think it's, what I measured on here is this requires 1 1/4 inch, and they're like 1 3/8 inch throw. That's full stroke both directions on the valve. So that's the closest I'm going to get. $79 and change per cable, free shipping. If they ain't right, I got 21 days to send them back with no restocking fee. I'm assuming I'll have to pay the shipping going back, but I'll get my money back. So with that, those should be here. We opted for the free shipping, so anytime in the next probably 3 to 10 days, I'm going to guess. But it's so far away, I'm sure that they'll never be able to get on a truck and head to a terminal before then. Who knows? So that's where we're at there. Still coming up with goose egg on a roof. $900 for a used one that they won't ship because of condition. That's just, no. For $300 or $400 in the condition they don't want to ship it, even if it costs $100 to ship it, so what? And, if they pack it and it's got insurance on it and it gets here and it's all busted to shit, that's what the insurance is for. Then we're both happy. We both get paid. And then I find something else. But for right now, that's how far we are. I don't know if I got this in here or not. That's the start of a stack in here. I don't know how high I want to go. The front, I don't like going as high as I can because they get kind of unstable until you get the next set against them. My father, once upon a time when he was putting in, he had pretty much all the way across put in instead of doing one section at a time. And I always put them in so if anything, it's going to lean this way. The next stack goes against it, straightens it up, and then you put everything in tight. We went through the winter. Now keep in mind, this is back when we were feeding almost all small bales. But we went through the winter with this stack leaning and braced down to the back of the feeder, braced down to that side of the feeder, braced over to the beam. That's the only way we could hold the stack up. It was very interesting trying to feed. So for the most part, you got up on the stack that wasn't very stable and attempted to throw hay down in between all the bracing until we got it down low enough to get rid of part of the bracing. But, you know, always watch yourself around the stack. Even the big bales, always watch yourself around them. Because, yeah, we've had them where they've been on the face and gotten damp. And then they start leaning, and I actually got a little 16-foot equipment trailer out back that is twisted from one end to the other because it had about 3 or 4 tons fall down on one corner of it. That was a mess to clean up, and the trailer's still sitting there with a twist in it. Anyway, that's just a bunch of rambling. I'm going to sneak up on this calf right here. And I'm going to wonder what the heck he thinks he's doing. Leave her alone, doofus. It's probably his sister. I think that's the twin girl. Yep, that's twins. Hey, there's a little one. She's been sticking her nose in here getting some salt or some mineral. And these ones are up here getting what's left of the grain from this morning, including one in the feeder. But there's two totes to get moved in back for Mom so she can feed the steers and the bulls back there. I wish I could just leave her one of these, but she doesn't like the big totes. They're too hard for her to scoop out of. And that one there is supposed to go to number 1 and her fiance. I'm getting tired of moving it. They were supposed to pick it up a week ago. I wish they'd hurry up and do it. And with that, I'm going to jump on that and get this stuff done and then grab some lunch. Probably go check some hay, see if we're going to be able to bale today. Try to figure out where to go cut. That's a tough decision at this point because so much of it is overripe and I don't know which way to go. But I do have some we're going to put in little bales and sell out of the field that I don't want it any riper either. It wasn't bad a week ago, but it may be now. So, alrighty, get you more. Sunday afternoon, late enough to feed. Walk in here and they had the hose kicked out of the trough, so I put it in, walk up here, and he thinks I'm bringing him a bottle. He should know better than that. I don't bring him the bottle. If number 1's not here to do it, Grandma does it. And Grumpy's just going, all right, give me some grain. So I figured I'd end the video with this. And I shared a post from the adventures of Frank and Tina last night. Tina was in the hospital, not doing well. And apparently shortly after, like within about a half hour, an hour after I shared that post, and a few of you saw it, she was doing way better. Did a 180. And she's home, and they just did a little live stream a little bit ago. I thought that was pretty cool to see her home and looking good. And thought I'd mention that to y'all. Thank you for helping out with that. Hey, those of you that do actually know me know that I'm not a very religious man whatsoever, but I do believe in God and I do pray to Him if I need to. And you've all sent lots of good prayers our direction. and lots of good things have happened. A few of you, or a couple of you, a few of you have kind of looked for some tractor parts for me, which has been much appreciated. I think I already said it, I did just order cables today. So we got that part coming. And I need a dash piece yet. And I just got a text about that. Sounds like there might possibly be one that I can get. So I'm good with that. I like that idea. So the only thing I can really think besides the roof and the insulation piece that goes underneath the roof would be the inside door panel. But, you know, I might have to do something different there. If I had all the pieces to the one that was there, I'd see what I could do about gluing it back together or something. But we'll see what happens. Still got to get the time to work on it. If I get the top of the cab cleaned up and get the inside of the cab cleaned up and put that together, we can take her out and actually hit her with the pressure washer and find a few other things maybe, I don't know. Oh, and there's something else I got to find yet. The little rubber latch pieces for the grill and for the hood. Because everywhere I've gone struck out. But that's part of life. I think I might have found some that might work. Might just have to change the mounts, I don't know. So anyway, thank you everyone. Appreciate it. Daughter number one is doing better today. Apparently she hasn't had any pain meds in a couple days since they actually gave her a high enough dose that it could get rid of her pain for a little while. And I'm a firm believer, if you're on pain meds, take them if you hurt. Because if the body hurts, it takes a lot longer to heal. It doesn't heal near as quick or as well. If you can get rid of the pain, you can feel a lot better. That's one reason if we're doctoring a calf or a cow, whether it be a hoof or an infection or whatever, we do give them some painkiller. Because if you give it to them and they'll feel better, the body's not fighting the pain. The body's healing instead. So, with that, say once again, thank you to all of you. Number one really appreciates it too. So, please like and subscribe if you have not yet. And I'm going to quietly walk out of here because there's about 30 cows coming into the lot that all think they're going to get grain if they come past the water trough. And the other group that really needs the grain worse isn't in here. And if I make too much noise, they'll all be in here. They get it in the morning. That's good enough, right? All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.